My horse has developed gigantic wind puffs in both legs. First of all, I just want to picture how gigantic these must be. My vet assures me they are only cosmetic, but I'm concerned this may indicate joint discomfort and or weakness, and want to know if there's anything I should be doing to help combat it. So I think we should probably start with, what are wind puffs?
Yeah, because they sound exciting, right? Wind puffs. Wind puffs
sounds like a Pokemon.
Oh no, don't go there. They're just swellings, and your vet's right, usually cosmetic and harmless swellings in the lower legs, behind the cannon bone, behind the suspensory ligament and the digital flexor tendons also. And they're just a stretching of the tendon sheath, the lining of the tendons. Sometimes it's a stretching of the fet-like joint capsule itself, but just see them as sort of out pockets. Is that a word? Out?
It's sure.
Swellings?
Yeah.
Of
puffs.
Puffs, wind puffs. I don't know why they're called wind puffs, but of the lower leg. They're usually not hot, they're not painful, they're not active. They're just a result of a lifetime of use, and not even really hard use. It kind of has to do with conformation, the size of the horse and the way it's built, and the footing and the shoeing, and a whole range of components.
You can say no. Is it like when the tops of your socks lose their elasticity? Because it sounds like you're talking about, like, over time they become less likely to snap back into...
Can I say I don't know? But I think so. I think that works. I'm always looking for good analogies. I have to think about that one for a day or so. But that might, it's just a stretching, and then once they're stretched, they don't go back. Yeah. Okay.
And it's cosmetically unappealing. It's not a good look.
Yeah. So you can ice, you can poultice, you can wrap, you can cold hose, that kind of things. Turnout is very good for wind puffs.
Okay, back to the last question.
If there's a lameness associated or any heat or whatever, then you know, have your veterinarian out to look at them, because maybe there is something going on. But on the whole, they're not a problem. However, she was very insightful. It makes you think, is there something not quite right with the footing or the shoeing, or is there a lameness trying to rear its ugly head? Another reason to have the veterinarian out. I don't get terribly excited about them, especially if they are, I'm trying to think of a word to use today that's scientific that we can spell on the screen, bilateral, bilaterally symmetrical, meaning that the left and right legs both have them. If only one leg has it, then that's probably something
more concerning.
Yeah, but if both legs have them, and they are mostly in the hind legs, but sometimes horses have all four legs. So you're not going to like this advice, but sometimes if you've decided and your vet looked at them and they're just wind puffs and they're not indicating something more serious, the best advice is don't look.